Hi, this is Mrs. Robertson, and today I'm making a video over our percents review. We have a test tomorrow, and this is a nice review to help you prepare for the test, which we take tomorrow. It doesn't start with number 1. It starts with a question number 3 on this review worksheet. So let's go to the first question, which is number 3. Choose all answers that are equivalent to 60%. Well, 60%, equals 0.6, and it would be 6/10. And anything that would simplify, 6/10 would simplify to 3/5. So I write a few things down and I see what do we have here. Well, 12 over 20. Does 12 over 20 simplify to 3 over 5? Yes, it will. Because if you divide them both by 4, you will have 3/5. So kids, you have to be good in your simplifying fraction skills or equivalent fraction skills on the test. 6/20? No, it had to be 6/10. 6/10? Yes. 6 out of 100? Yes. So circle those problems. All right. Now, in the next question, another problem. Choose all answers that are equivalent to 8/100. Well, 8/100 could be written as 8 over 100, and I could divide them both by 4 and get 2 over 25. It would be the decimal point 0. Well, I already have the decimal point 0.08. It could be the percent, 8%. Okay, so let's see what we might have. 8/10? No, it's 8/100, so you can't circle A. 8%? Yes, you can circle 8%. 4 over 50? Yes, 4 over 50 will be the same thing because if you divided 8 over 100 by 2, you will get 4 over 50. And then they have 4/5. 4/5 would not be a choice. Any questions? These two questions, there are 2 questions on your test like this, and they are very easy for you to skip one of the answers. So make sure you check every one of them to see if it could be an equivalent to, or another way to say the number or percent that's in the question. Okay, in problem number 5, what percent of 40 is 18? So I would think of it as n percent times 40 means equals 18. Divide both sides by 40, and then when I divide 18 by 40, I end up with 0.45. So then I have n percent equals 0.45. So n equals 45%. Now, on the test tomorrow, I think they will already have the percent sign. It'll tell you, please don't include the percent sign because the coding on the grading of the test will count it wrong. I will have a paper for you to write things on, and I'll double check certain things, but make sure you follow the directions on what the test is asking you to do when putting in your answer. Number 6, what number, n, means equals, change your percent to a decimal, 0.4, of means times 90. So when you take 0.4 times 90, you are going to get 36. N equals 36. So 40% of 90 is 36. Number 7, 300 means equals. Change your percent to a decimal. That's going to be 1.5 of what number? 1.5 times n. So this number, it's over 100%. So divide both sides by 1.5, and 300 divided by 1.5 will give you the answer 200. N equals 200. So 300 is 150% of what number? That means 300 is bigger than 200. All right, is 300 bigger than 200? Yeah, because it's 150% of that. 100% of 200 would be 200. 150% is 200 plus half of 200, which is 100, would give you up to 300. Number 8. Monroe decides to take his lovely lady out for a nice dinner. The food bill before tax was $35. What is his total bill if sales tax is 7%? Or his bill, I should say. So you're going to take 35 times 0.07. Remember to change your percent to a decimal. And when you take 35 times 0.07, you will get $2.45. So the tax is $2.45. In the yes. Does it say the total? What is his total bill? Oh, that's right. So the tax is that amount. So the total bill, you're going to add that to $35. Thank you for noticing, and I did read that. You're going to get $37.45. That's the total bill without a tip. Then we go to number 9. Being a gentleman, Monroe, of course, tipped the waiter 15%. How much tip did he leave for the dinner above? Now here it says hint. You do not tip on tax. So the tip is only going to be with the $35, not the $37.45. So that's what that hint means. So you're going to take 35 times 0.15 to find out what you're going to leave for the tip. So 35 times 0.15 or 1/1500, the tip is going to be $5.25. Man, so by the time this person's done, it's going to be $42.70 whenever all the way said and done after the tax and the tip. Okay? It's almost another, that's $8. Okay, let's go to the next page. Any questions on the front page? You will be able to do those problems like that tomorrow, you think?
I can do that.
Good.
I can do that too.
I'm glad. Number 10. Find the simple interest using the formula. Okay, we're trying to find the interest. Your principal is $6,380 times your rate, which is 0.06, times your years or time is 7. So when you multiply those all together, you will get, what do I have here? 2,679.6. That's a lot of money. $2,679.60. That's your interest. Did everyone get that? Okay, when you think about it, if you were borrowing $6,000, $6,380 for 7 years at 6% interest rate, at the end, instead of paying $6,380, you are going to spend about $9,000. Yeah, it'll be over $9,000 because this plus this is over $9,000. That's a lot of money that you're just spending just because you borrowed money. Yes.
There are different formulas.
No, there's different ways to use the formula if they have missing pieces.
Oh.
You'll see what I mean in a little bit. Find the simple interest using this formula. Again, this is going to be 9,000 is the principal, 0.08 is your percent, which we changed to a decimal, times 4. So they're going to take 4 years to repay that one. So 9,000 times 0.08 times 4 gives you the answer, $2,880. Now this one, the percent is more and the amount of money you're borrowing more. So that's why you're thinking, well, how can that be more? Because you're only it's only 4 years that you're repaying it. In problem number 12, you went shopping last weekend and bought a new jacket. The jacket had an original price of $79, but it was on sale for 30% off the regular price. The sales tax is 7%. What is the total price you will have to pay for the shirt? Well, I think it should say jacket instead of shirt, so let's put jacket there. Okay, so you're going to do $79 times 0.3. And when you take it times 0.3, that's going to tell you how much it's marked down. $79 times 0.3 equals, it's marked down $23.70. So you're going to subtract 79 minus $23.70. That will be, so this is called the discount. This will be your discount price. So 79 minus 23.70 will give you the answer $55.31. That's the new price. $55.31. That's the sale price. Now we do tax. Tax is on the sale price. Do not do the tax on the original price. So you're going to take your sale price, $55.31, times the tax rate, which is 7%, 0.07. That will tell you what your tax is going to be. And tax will be $3.87 when you round it to the nearest penny. Then, to get your final price, what is the total price, you will add $55.31 plus the tax, and that will give you your, what do they want to call it, the total price. So 1 plus 7 is 8, 3 plus 8 is 11, carry a 1, 9. The final price is going to be $59.18. Are there any questions? Yes.
How many of these problems will be on the test?
There will be, I think it's 17 problems.
No, of this.
Where you have to do, I think there are 2 or 3 problems. They don't, not all of them ask for the same thing. Yes.
I think 79 minus 20.7 is 55.30.
55 what? 30 and not 31. I think you're right. Yeah, why did I put 31? So let's make that 30, and this will be 17 cents then. Oh, that messes that all up, doesn't it?
It's 17.
Okay, so when I take $55.30 times 0.07, the answer is $3.87. It's still the same for the tax, but this will be 17 cents because it's one less. Okay, thank you for finding that mistake there. All right, let's go on to the next problem. Owen works for the Finish Line and wants to use his employee discount to purchase a brand new pair of running shoes that are $113.99. He receives a 15% discount on all merchandise he purchases. What is the total price Owen will pay for the Jordans? In this problem, they don't list sales tax, so we are not going to have to do tax on it, okay? He might be in Delaware. In Delaware, you don't have to pay sales tax. So we're going to take 113.99 times 0.15. All right, so when we multiply that out, 113 times 1500, we get $17, and that'll be 10 cents. The 8 turns the 9 into a 10, so it's going to be $17.10 discount. You see how we did that? Now we subtract $113.99 minus $17.10. When you subtract 13 minus 7 will give us what? A 6. All right. Tim, did you get $96.89 for that one, class? Did you have that, Victor?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you don't have to do the sales tax, so the price of the shoes will be $96.89. Any questions? Okay, let's go on to the next one. Find the percent of increase or decrease. Now, 60 is decreased to 36. The percent of change is difference over original. That's the formula for percent of change. Now, this one's going to be a decrease, so it's either going to be C or D. 60 is decreased to 36. So what's the difference? 60 minus 36 over the original, which is 60. So 60 minus 36 is going to be 24. And 24 over 60, when you divide, you get 0.4, which is 40%. And the choice will be C, a decrease of 40%. Any questions on that? I think there are 2 or 3 questions on percent of change. Make sure you're ready for it. Number 15. Emma decides to purchase a new outfit that was originally priced at $75. To her surprise, when she was checking out, she only was asked to pay $55. What is the percent of decrease? Again, this is nice. They tell you it's a decrease. So you do the difference over original. So 75 minus 55 over the original is 75. 75 minus 55 will be 20. And 20 divided by 75 it's going to be 0.27 because we're going to round that. And 0.27 will equal 27%. What is the percent of decrease? It's a 27% decrease. Any questions on that? All right, let's go to the last page, our last few problems. The wholesale price of the entertainment center is $295. Radio Shack places a markup of 37% on the player. What is the final price? Here we are not including tax. So this is a markup, which means we're going to add. So you're going to have $295 times 37 hundredths. When you multiply that out, you will get $109.15. So they're going to add $109.15 to $295. So the sale price that they're going to sell this item for is going to be, let's see, 9 plus 5 is 14, carry a 1, 10, carry a 1. They're going to list the price for $404.15. Any questions? Does everyone agree with that price? Okay. Which jacket has the lowest sale price? Well, on this problem, you have to figure out what the price is for each one. A jacket for $45 at 20% off. So you're going to take 45 times 0.2. That gives you 9, 45 minus 9. That jacket is $36. The next one, you're going to take 35 times 0.15. That gives you $5.25. So 35 minus $5.25 will be $34.75. Okay, so that one's a lower price. Let's try the next one. $40 times 0.22. Yes. Oh, excuse me. That's right. It's going to be $29. Does that sound better? $29.75. Okay, thank you for catching that mistake. Then you take $40 times 0.22, you get $8.80. So $40 minus $8.80, that's going to be, and 31 plus 888. Yeah, $31.20. Everyone agree?
Yeah.
Good. Last one, $50 at 25% off. I know 25% is the same thing as a fourth. So if I take 50 and divide it by 4, that's going to be $12.50. So $50 minus $12.50, that's going to be $28.50. Okay. Oh, well, is it $38? $12.50. It's $38.50. Yeah. Okay. Which jacket has the lowest price? It is jacket B has the lowest price. So this is one you have to do work for every one so you can find out which one it is. Don't just guess by looking at them. Number 18, Jimmy is buying a used car for $8,000. He plans to finance the car and has two options. Option A, a 6-month loan, simple rate at 5%. Option B is an 18-month loan, simple interest rate at 1.75%. Which finance option has Jimmy paying the least amount of interest? Well, for option A, you're going to have $8,000 times 6 months, 6 over, our rate is 0.05, and 6 over 12 is the same thing as 0.5. All right, so when you take that, 8,000 times 0.05 times 0.5, that gives you $200. So it's going to cost, option A is going to be $200 that he has to pay. Option B, you're going to have 8,000 times 0.0175, because you have to change your percent to a decimal, and it is for 18 months, so 18 over 12. Okay, does everyone understand why I put 18 over 12?
Yeah.
Now, since you can use calculators, you don't have to simplify it, but sometimes it's easier to simplify. And if you do, you say, oh, 6 divides them both. That'll be 3 halves. And another thing that you could write for 3 halves is 1.5. So you could multiply it by 1.5 or multiply it by 18 and divide by 12. I'm going to be multiplying it by 1.5. So here we go. Let's see what we get. 8,000 times 0.0175 times 1.5. And the answer you get is $213.60. Okay, so which finance option has Jimmy paying the least amount of interest? It is option A. Option A has him paying the least amount of interest. Last problem. Jill wants to purchase a computer. She is going to finance the computer through her bank on a 36-month loan at 6.2%. How much will Jill pay in total back to the bank? Now this one says the words in total. So you're going to take $3,500. 36 months is the same thing as how many years? 3. So I'm just going to take it times 3 times 0.062. I don't want anyone leaving. Please stay in your seats. 3,500 times 3 times 0.062 equals 651. I ask that you not put your papers away because the answer is not 651. On your test, when it says in total back, the answer is going to be 3,500 plus 651. It's going to be 4,151. That's what they want for the answer when it says in total back. Now, I will make sure you pick up percents review worksheet number 2 if you haven't already picked one up. And if this will be posted, you can watch this video tonight.